So normally as I work, I think about a lot of things, and I think I usually just think about them and ponder them. I think I may start speaking some of these things that I'm thinking. Maybe y'all want to hear them, maybe you don't, but we'll give it a shot. So I do know one thing, it's hot outside, and I hear a lot of people complaining of the heat, because I mean, we're in the dog days right now. It is hot. As you can see, I had to move a tent over my sawhorses because just during the noonday sun, it is just blistering hot out here. When it's shady, it's not so bad, at least for me. I am used to, I worked many years out in the heat doing line work, and that's hot, hard work. But I will say, if people are complaining about how hot it is, and your name's not written in the book of life, meaning you're not saved, man, how much more uncomfortable is it going to be to spend an eternity in the lake of fire, or hell, or anywhere other than God's presence? Because I will say this, one would tend to think in this kind of heat, whew, the front pews at churches ought to be filled to the max with people saying, hey, I have seen the light. I do not want to spend eternity. If it's hot like this on earth, man, what's it gonna be like for those lost souls in eternity? That scares the boogers out of me, I'm not gonna lie. But it does say, the Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So I think that's one thing that we've lost a lot of in this world, or in our time, is that fear of the Lord. And it's nothing new. The Bible also says there's nothing new under the sun. Everything is just a cyclical process. You can read in the Bible, since the beginning of time, men have been wicked. But yes, I am ready for this summer heat to be done. This right here is some sweet gum, and I will say, I think it's a very pretty, very white, pretty wood when it's skint like this. And if I'm not mistaken, sweet gum is a hardwood. And I do have lots of it. Have lots of small sweet gums. I think I'm gonna start trying to a lot of people just call them trash trees, just cut them down, get rid of them. I think this may be my tree of choice for firewood, being that it is a hardwood. Doesn't have all the tar and stuff in it that a pine has. Because where I'm at is mainly pines, and then there's some hardwoods in the lower parts, in the bottoms. I found for me, this is probably the easiest way for me to do this task without having to stoop over a lot. I can control it a little bit, rolling in and off. So it's worked pretty good for me so far. Sitting on it for most of the time. And I'm skinning these because these are going to be poles. And I'm trying to go ahead and get them skint so I can let them sit in the sun and dry out a little bit. And I gotta make a rack because I have a handful of large pines I cut down that I need to go ahead and start getting them run through the mill. Before they get too ate up with worms and such. I don't know if that's a time of the year thing or what, but man, I can steadily hear the wood being eaten. And for a while I didn't know what that noise was. But yeah, it's worms or something, look like maybe beetle larvae. And you can just steadily hear them eating that wood. I wouldn't believe it. other than hearing it for myself.